Hello and welcome to the Snugmenu presentation. If you are a Horeca owner, a bar, coffee shop, restaurant, hotel, restaurant, bar, nightclub, wherever, any kind of club, you just go on our portal and you can create a new account. Let me switch the language to English. You're going to fill in your data and you're going to create an account just like this one where I'm logging in right now. If you newly recently opened a restaurant, everything you would need to fill in would be the details of your place. That is the name, the country, the currency, the color of your corporate identity. You would choose from here. You would choose the type of cuisines that you are offering, what kind of kitchen do you cook, and you would also choose a description for your place. Brief and powerful, and this description you can either translate with Google Translate by clicking this suggest translation button, or pay somebody, work with a translation company to translate very well, very high quality the texts. Furthermore, you would be able to choose the title of your place, and you would also the only thing you would also still need to do would be to go to the web portal and to the statistics and insert here the Google ID if you want to have analytics of your users, and the languages that you are offering, and also two pictures. Should be the picture with the logo and the cover picture. In the moment, the Snugmenu team is able to automatically generate a very well SEO-optimized homepage in the corporate identity colors that you own, with the plugins that you decide installed on your homepage, with all the details that you put in the system being displayed in a very intuitive and professional way on the homepage. In order to access and install the connect to the Wi-Fi feature, you would need to go to the tables and create tables for the place that you are owning. Every table has a unique, worldwide unique identifiable QR code, and you create it very simple by giving it a name, table number 1, or just a number like 6 or 61, and also confirm the table capacity. Is it a table with 1 place, 2 places, or 10 places maybe, or more? You would then automatically add this 61 table to the tables that your place has, and in that moment, when you place the QR code, you print it on our guidances, sticky guidances, which are being put on the table. It looks like that. When you go to print it, it automatically has they are suited to a standard format of paper with 12 quadrant sticky stickers, which you can just stick out from the paper and place on the guidance on the table. And when you are, as a user, scanning the QR code, you are being connected automatically to the Wi-Fi of the location. As a user, I installed the Snugmenu app on my phone, and when I click it, I am going to click on the right down button and scan the QR code of the venue, which is printed either on the wall or on the table, on the guidance. In that moment, I'm going to be connected automatically to the internet, or if I'm not at the location, or if something goes wrong, I will automatically see the Wi-Fi name and the Wi-Fi password, thus saving a lot of time on the side of the personnel of the restaurant. If you're a restaurant which has a focus on social media, you will go to the loyalty module and you will choose social check-in. And here you're going to fill in the information about your restaurant. For example, on Facebook, you're just going to search for the page of the place that is yours, and we are going to automatically find it. We update the settings after filling in all the social media links here. And we decide exactly also which what percentage does the user get in the case of every social media where they are sharing, are checking in, and all their friends are gonna know that they are exactly in that place. Through having this, let's go to the mobile phone experience. As a user with Snugmenu, I'm clicking on the app, and in already the way that we know, I'm scanning the QR code on the table, sticked on the guidance. I click on the down right button, check in, and I can choose my social media where I can check. Let's say we are checking right now on Facebook, and let's say great place, I suggest, and this post will be automatically shared on Facebook and give me 5% to my order. Another feature that we are offering gastronomy owners is the stamp card. We know that it's very hard for users to just take their printed cards in their wallets and fill them in with cards after cards after cards. So that's why we created the stamp card module, where you can just edit your stamp card cycle. For example, at every 9, in this case it's that for every 9 items that you are buying, you get a 10th for free. You could also change it to 5, 15 or 10. The item should be, of course, a similar value and in a similar category. Of course, you can choose anything you want. In this case, we just chose the cocktails. So for example, if you drink 9 cocktails in a place, the 10th you would get for free. Or you could use this feature for coffees or for sandwiches or for everything else which is measurable and very, very similar in price, shape, and direction, like category. As a staff in Snug Staff, for an user or for an owner who is using Snugmenu, I'm just opening the Snug Staff application, which is for staff, for personnel. And everything I need to do is just to stamp the aircraft of my client, which I'm going to do just by pressing this button here and scanning the QR code of the client. I'm automatically get a reminder, a notification that I stamped a 7th stamp on Simeon Hergis stamp card. And Simeon Hergis is receiving a notification that he received here on his stamp card a stamp, which is here. Sorry, it's here in Verdante. We moved it, and now it belongs to the place. So I click on the stamp card, and you can see my stamp cards that were stamped. Another functionality that we offer to our Snugmenu users is that they can give feedback to any person in a place, staff, the cook, the owner, the place, by just clicking on feedback and writing the feedback that they want to send to their cook just here. Great cook, was excellent. We are working on a feature that we can swipe here on the page between different personnel, different staff people, members, and also between the venue as such. Send. Another feature, and possibly the most basic feature that we are offering, is the digital menu, multi-language and allergy free. So how does it work? You go here on the menu, and I'm just going to skip through the setting things and go to the most important thing, which are the categories. Through this button I can add a category, and in that category I can add menu items to that category. As you can see, I have here more items, different prices. An item I can add very easily through clicking this plus and going through all these steps, naming the category, the internal references for the kitchen if they need it, the translations in different languages of the title, the different type of VAT tags, the type. I would be able to add extra options. For example, for pizzas would be different toppings, or for coffees would be different type of creams, which I can also set in the menu. I would also do the description in multi-language, and I could also put the item restrictions, for example, if it's halal or kosher or vegan or vegetarian or different type of restrictions that people nowadays are using, and also focus on the allergies. Which type of the 14 allergies does this item contain? In the end, I would just select here the if any size or variety apply, and also the type of euros, the amount in euros that is added to the item if I use an additional variety. For example, if I buy coffee, a simple is maybe 2 euros. If I add 2 creams or 1 cream, it may be 30 euro cents more. So I just specify here how much more the item costs. The entire category I can select here if the item is with or without pictures. We strongly suggest owners to put pictures to the items that they are offering. If the item is to be able to be seen on the portal, on the home page or not, or on the Facebook plugin, we are going to get that right away. If the item is bookable, so that means if somebody can order it in advance or on the place. If the item can be picked up, can be ordered in advance and picked up at the location, or if the item is deliverable. Actually, not if the items are deliverable in these options, but if the items in this category are prone to these options. We can also have the options to select just items by themselves, to be able to say, okay, you are, for example, out of stock, we are not ordering this item, or so on and so forth. This digital menu, we are actually showing to the end users directly from the management system in 3 places. We are either offering them on showing to the guests on their mobile apps, on their mobile phones through the mobile app Snugmenu. We are offering the users on the home page that we showed you before of the restaurant. The trick here is that we do not show the digital menu only, let me choose the language, only in the portal that we are building for them, but actually in any kind of portal, any kind of homepage. We can integrate the digital menu to appear through our plugin. So this is what you are seeing here. Starting from here, it's our plugin, including this and this part, and this contains out of 2 parts. It contains out of the daily menu, which can be changed at any moment, and contains out of the usual menu, which can be also it's also being taken directly from the management software and being displayed here. You can recognize here the big categories that we are having in Snugmenu. For example, here we have the starter salads, hearty and satisfying. We also have here the same starter salads, hearty and satisfying, and so on and so forth. We click one category and we are seeing the items that in that category. Of course, multi-language. If we select it for our homepage to be in more languages, we have the item and the menu items. We also put them in more languages. We have them in more languages. For example, we would have them in French, avec les, puis, la vapeur et mousse, and so on and so forth. Or German. Or mit gedämpfter und geschäumter Milch. Or let's go back to English. We show this menu through the plugin on our web portal if the restaurant wants to have this, or on any kind of other web portal. But we are also showing it on the social media. We built a plugin for Facebook. If you will click here, we will land actually here, and we land on the Facebook page of the restaurant. If we go to the Snugmenu, we are going to immediately see here, taken directly from the management system, the menu of the venue. You can see here, we can select the English, the language again, and we can see here exactly on Facebook for every kind of user the menu of the venue being present here, exactly the same properties, like the allergies, the food restrictions, the pictures, the texts, and everything. So we're going back into the Snugmenu app. We are searching for our favorite place, or the place that we are right now in, and it's enough to just click on the left down side on the menu button and see the digital menu exactly as you were able to see it before in the management system, with pictures, allergies, descriptions, and everything else. Another feature that we are offering is the booking module. So basically in the booking area, you can you can manage the bookings, the deliveries, the pickups, and you can also do all the settings for all these modules. So for example, the booking settings is you can select exactly when guests can book in your restaurant, exactly the weeks, the days and the weeks in the year. The delivery settings, you would be able to select exactly, for example, where should the items be delivered in the area where your restaurant is. You can draw shapes and you can price them. For example, if the place is further away from you or closer to you, you'll be able to draw different shapes and set different prices for those shapes. So for example, the green is nothing, you would deliver for free. The blue is further away, so therefore you are delivering with 2 euros for delivery extra, and the order price should be at least 15 euros. And the red would also deliver, but the minimum price of the order would be 100 euros and the delivery would cost 15 euros. You would also be able to select here the delivery time, when can you deliver, and in which days of the week. You would also be able to select here the pickup settings, be able to say when people can pick items up. But how does it look like in the real life? So welcome back to the page of our restaurant Verdante. So you can take here look at the bookings plugin, exactly like the menu plugin. This plugin works with our own designed portal that restaurants can create within minutes just by inserting some details, or it can be plugged in via our WordPress plugin in any kind of homepage, or with our engineers if it's not WordPress, of a restaurant. And here we just activated all types of bookings. Not all restaurants use all types of bookings, but let's say this one will use everything. And we have here, for example, the table reservation. I can do the table reservation from here. I will just need to select exactly what table, when, and how do I want to book. I could also do the order ahead, which is basically an extension of the table reservation. I would be able to order the meal I want to have, the table, the meal, and also pay for the meal, and select the time when I'm going to be able to drop by and eat it. Therefore, I would save a lot of time from the interactions with the waiter, and I would be able to order much faster. And when I'm in the restaurant, I would just sit at the table and start eating. The same goes for the pickup. I would just go on the pickup and select exactly what would I like to order and when do I drop by to pick it up. At that moment the food should be ready and the bills. And also for the delivery, I will just go there, put in my address, and get it delivered. The good part is that I can do these things also from Facebook. We connect the Facebook page with the restaurant, and we can do all the deliveries and all these things I was showing you before on Facebook exactly. So basically, if I click on delivery, I will just select here the place where I am. So I will just introduce my address here. Let's say let's put our office, Straße 1. So that would be here. So this is actually in the green area. So it would be delivered for me for nothing, and doesn't matter how much I order. I will just pick a date. I will just pick a time. I will just put my name and my phone number, and I will just put again, like, confirm that this is the address that I want to have it delivered. I could add a special note, and I will just confirm my delivery in this case with Snugmenu. Of course, after I pick the menu items that I want to have delivered. So basically, I can go into different categories. I can choose this one. I can choose this one. I can go for some other category, and that's it. So I'm going to add this one to my basket and finish my delivery. I just need to confirm again all the data, and the delivery is confirmed. Let's say if I want to pick up, it would work exactly the same. I would just choose the date, I would choose the time, I would choose the name, and all these details. I would choose the menu, and after that I would just confirm. The same would be the order ahead part. I would just choose all the details, order, and also at the time I'm going to drop by in the place, and also the table reservation where I don't need to order a menu item. I just reserve the table. That's it. Also, this feature would work exactly in the same way that I described here via mobile phone. Let's wrap it up with our venue management system. We have seen the page. Let's go a little bit into the users. We can add here different users having different roles. It can be waiters, barman, bar girls, admin, or cooks. Adding the user is very easily. You would write all the details here, upload the profile picture, and done. You would also be able here to edit the user, different PIN codes, set a different PIN code and a password. Therefore, the user will be able to do some activities just based on a PIN. For example, like canceling orders or editing some specific orders. You would only be able to use them. You do that by using a PIN, so that the owners can very easily track how many waiters, who exactly canceled what, and how and when, and so on and so forth. The tables you have seen, we have the table manager. We have the booking manager that you have seen. The online payment just connects the Stripe or Braintree to Snugstaff, so that we can take the payment from the user and the user can take the payment from their guests. And we also have the cash register part. For now, we are covering 2 countries. So we are covering 1 country in Europe, which is Austria and Western Europe, and we are working on covering Switzerland and Germany from the regulations. And we are covering Tunisia in North Africa. We are working on covering also the other countries in North Africa, because that's a very, very big market for us where we have a very strong presence. Basically, all the cash register regulations are covered, and every order that waiters or users add is being saved here. We have the menus that you saw, and we have the loyalty manager and the web portal. That being said, I'm going to just go through the mobile app for the staff very, very briefly, and we are all done with the presentation of the product. So we have taken a detailed look at the Snugmenu app, which is an app for the user, but let's take a look at Snugstaff, which is the app for the staff, let's say waiter, barman, or owners. So let's say if you are using the management system with the call to action, with the cash register and everything else, then we can add a table here. If the restaurant had tables, and you would be able to take an order. The order would look like exactly like this one here, with a lot of, like, you can set a payment or you can cancel it or different things. You would be able to also edit it and add reductions or add either items like here, for example, or you would be able to scan the stamp card or just refresh the table that you are having, or watch your notification here on the right side up. And you also have a menu here where you can manage your feedback that you're getting. You can share the feedback on social media that you got as a waiter or as a cook. You can see the finished order, unassigned orders, paid orders. You can see the income that you are doing for today. Let's say today you did 28 euros 30. You can check also for yesterday. Say maybe you didn't work, it was not your shift, or you can check on the income from one date to another date. And you will also have a profile. You would be able to select different data about you, and so on and so forth. Thank you very much for watching our product MVP, and looking very much forward to talk to you also live.